My 365 days in office, a political journey of grace. I am indebted to the perfectionist and giver of life, God Almighty, for finding me worthy to function in the capacity as a lawmaker representing Ohaukwu South Constituency in Ebonyi State House of Assembly. Today, 10th June 2020, marks a year the mantle was bestowed on me to serve, lead and legislate for the well-being and smooth running of the state government programs and policies. The legislature, as one of the arms of government, is constitutionally empowered to perform the following but not limited to these major functions: lawmaking, oversight, and representation. A legislator is therefore an elected member into the legislative body of the government who functions to create and process bills that will become laws if approved by the majority of the House members after deliberations and are properly made and is given a voice vote. It is this reading of bills, deliberations, and its passage that is known as lawmaking. The responsibility of a legislator to oversee the operations and strategies of the institutions that play a central role in both the fundamental data on which government policies are implemented in accordance with the laws and budget passed by the Parliament is the oversight. Comprehensively engaging the people's contributions and ensuring the equitable implementation of policies and programs that benefit them as law-abiding citizens is the representation. So far, so good. The task, by the special grace of my shield, protector and strengthener, God, has been dutifully and objectively handled to benefit humanity and glorify His name. My resolve to make a difference and leave positive marks in marble in this democratic period. We may not aptly capture holistically the dividends our office has brought to my constituents. Some incentives given, helps and providence need not to be mentioned, but suffice to adumbrate below to put the record straight and bring to fore the level of our representation within a year in office. The plenary of the 6th Assembly of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly has registered our presence and written our name in the Golden Book of Record for our unprecedentedness and numerous recommendations and contributions in the legislative business. To start with, in moving motions and in secondment to motions, I moved a motion under matter of urgent public importance for the payment of pensioners' allowances. I presented also submissions and recommendations on the report of the Auditor General in the accounts of the Government of Ebonyi State of Nigeria for the year ended 31st December 2019. I have seconded over 9 motions so far. In effectively discharging my duties in various committees headed so far, as the Chairman House Committee on Information, I made strong synergy with the executive in relating to the public, the transparency, the legislative business of the House through various media outlets, including the television, stations, radio, and other printable social domains. While manning the Information Committee with every sense of commitment and resoluteness, I was at the floor of the plenary on 10th May made the Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts. Thus far, we have delivered on the mandate given us by presenting the submissions and recommendations on the report of the Auditor General in the accounts of the Government of the Ebonyi State of Nigeria for the year ended 31st December 2019 on 21st May 2020. The committee also invited Accountant General and the principal officers of the Ministry of Finance to defend the accounts submitted to the Auditor General for verification. In our oversight also, We invited the Ebonyi State Community and Social Development Agency, EBCDSA, for their annual account defense on the 3rd of June 2020. Constituency level. We have organized 2 weeks information communication technology, ICT, free training from program tagged CISTDP for over 500 persons in provision of transportation fares for them. This is an annual program and the 2020 date will be announced soon. I held the first town hall meeting with my constituents on 27th of August 2020 at Amofiambo. This took place barely 2 months after my swearing in. We have empowered our constituent with a minibus and gifts of 5 motorcycles to assist our youth. Payment of registration fees of WAEC, NECO and GEMB of over 50 candidates. Payment of tuition fees of 17 students in various higher institutions of learning. In skill acquisition programs, in tailoring we'll have 5 persons, barbing 5 persons, carpentry and furniture 6 persons, computer training 50 persons. We've paid house rent for over 9 students, which runs into hundreds of thousands. We've offered admission to over 30 candidates seeking admission into the various higher institutions of learning in Ebonyi State. My election victory Thanksgiving service also attracted people from all walks of life and led to the grading of Umogudosha Ngbo Road. In hospitals, we've made payment of hospital bills of sick persons in various hospitals and cash support. During the festive period, we did a Christmas package for the PDP stakeholders, women organizations, and youth. This runs into millions of naira. Visitation to Ohaukwu in collaboration with Ngbo Leaders Council and Ohaukwu Youth in Umogudakpo community that was invaded by hoodlums when they would relieve materials and cash donations to the affected families. Our house-to-house outreach to widows and the vulnerables is a continuous one, as God has laid in our hearts to reach out to them. We have distributed over 700 hand sanitizers and nose masks, as much as we could afford, to our constituents in a bid to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Cash palliative to 20 of my constituents in Abuja, 30 in Lagos, and 45 in Anambra to cushion the effect of the ravaging pandemic. We also gave cash palliatives to selected PMAN members. I am most grateful to the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Engineer Apostle David Umezomahi and Rife, for his transformational mission of aggressive infrastructural facelift in the state. I applaud His Excellency for the synergy and harmonious relationship between the executive and the legislative arm in the smooth running of the policies and activities of the state. To the Deputy Governor, Barrister Kelly Chigwe, may God reward your efforts in supporting the progress and growth of the state. To Right Honorable Francis Ogbonnayamwifuru, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, my direct boss, I am thankful and grateful to your leadership style of transparency and diligence in the discharge of your duty. The Deputy Speaker, Principal Officers, and the revered and fellow distinguished honorable members of the 6th Assembly, I must confess that you are the best. You are reliable and dependable men and women of repute and intellectuals. The first Executive Governor of the state, Dear Excellencies, Senator Dr. and Lioness Mrs. Sam Ominyebo. Of a truth, you are a father in the very real sense of it. God bless you and your dear wife immensely for the support and encouragement and for the opportunity to serve. To the National and State Houses of Assembly, honorable members from Ebonyi North Zone, I appreciate your contributions and efforts to bring in dividends of democracy to our people. To the PDP family, Chief Austin Umahi, the Southeast Zone Vice Chairman of the party, Barrister Kachumwa Ebonyi, the Ebonyi State Chairman, Chief Kwadisha, the Ohaukwu Local Government Area Chairman of the party, Mr. Ogudu Joseph, my ward chairman, other party ward chairmen, executives and faithfuls of the party, my profound gratitude to you all for making the platform peaceful and accessible to all her members. The EXCO members, local government chairmen, all EAs, STAs, TAs from my zone, liaison officers and management committee members from my constituency, Ohaukwu South Youth Forum led by Godfrey Elebe, Chinedu Women Wing, P-Man Nigeria, Edu Youth Advocate, various clubs, churches and Christian communities, and to all and sundry. I remain indebted to you all and also appreciative of the supports and prayers. To my sweet mother, on whose shoulder I found rest, comfort, shield, God will preserve you from me. To my treasure, the most beautiful woman on earth, my dear wife, Mrs. Kelechona, thanks for your caring heart and unconditional love. You're my backbone. My entire family members, I pride in you. A pool of thanks for standing by me. My warmest gratitude goes to my personal aides, who the Lord has blessed me with to help in championing this cause of grace and this call to serve my people. I am most grateful and thankful for your inputs and workable contributions. The security of Ohaukwu is a general cause that should be taken seriously. Notwithstanding, Ohaukwu South and North leadership will always support the local government council head with other stakeholders and illustrious sons and daughters of the land to make peace we are enjoying now stable and make our people sleep in their houses with their eyes closed. This is our resolve, and we will not relent in our efforts to avoid further and future occurrences of attack and invasion. I want to reassure you all that your interest is my utmost desire. By God's grace, which is permanently sufficient to us, the hard time we are passing through will tarry no longer. Our religious outreach, as we promised God, will be our necessary of concernment. Visitations to churches, Christians, and true believers in the practice of Word of God will form our topmost priority, for we were brought by His grace. I thank you for your support and for believing in us. We will not fail you and the mandate given us. Grace speak.